and gentlemen, let's welcome the 1980 edition of the Norristown Marching Eagle Band as they come onto the field playing for the highlights of the position, and good forward. This year's show will open with a song from the early years of the group Chicago entitled Make Me Smile. We then move on to an extremely popular jazz arrangement with a standing scale called Cordova. Our production number will get your toes tapping with It's One Miller Time, featuring such favorites as Interlude, Little Brown Jug, and American Control. Our final number this evening is entitled Like a Lover, which was made famous by the Concord Blue Devils. The band was under the direction of Mr. David Alshot. Staff consists of George Roca, show designer, Laura Mercury, and Linda Lanuti color guard, James Ackerman percussion, and David Bolton and Terry Haig marching and music staff. The student leaders include Greg Siebert, Tom Sutton, Mark Suchak, Sharon Hale, and Quan DeVon. Our drum majors are Lisa Kilborn and Megan Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation of the Norristown Eagle Marching Band.
There's a little, it's not quite the well, they're just like a little bit 1-0. Well, that's only until that's records. And they played 10 rings. He's learned how to squeeze it this week. More than Norristown. It's high school football, 1988. Tonight, Patriots Central matchup. Tonight's pregame show is just west of This is Dan Taylor. Nice. Offensively, we've got word that you said you against Central Rocket, their defensive backfield could be a bit slow.
As a quarterback, I got short lines offense, right? Short lines. They said these two guys both split time, but then this guy went all the way in.
Pretty good.
Well, these guys probably going at flanker, it says. Okay.
It depends on if he's healthy. Let's put him in and see what happens.
Yeah, well, I don't have one of those.
I know. He was
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Norristown
third defensive lineman, fourth defensive lineman, five defensive linemen, five linemen.
have a cover track. We might be getting pretty close. Okay. What are these supposed to be? These guys supposed to be pretty tough. They're overall records. What do you read about?
He's always big. They're not too big. Well, yeah, down the line when they get big. They are tough. Very young.
So they're always pretty big. The record though is
3-2 lead. Norristown is 3-3. 3-3 lead.
these guys that are, by the way, they told me this. I probably mentioned that.
Matt Wilson.
John Dalton and Richter.
What's that number?
Greg Ritter from the company, Team Rose, Dr. James Garrett, the kicking coach, Don Harmon, the offensive coordinator.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Tom Morello. With no camera. Just got the liquor. Two straight years he's lost the East before the West game. Yeah, before the West game. This is for second place because Norristown's got 3 losses, they have 2. Abington is tied with Norristown at 3-3. And East is out like 6-0, 5-0, 6-7. So, unless Norristown beats them and then East beats them or something like that, some crazy happens. East Wait a minute.
Now we may we please everyone rise for our national anthem.
call you on this. What? Okay. I got that. Let's see.
Sure does. Fond memories, sad memories actually. I went there a long time, stuck on beat them up there at Norristown, and we went up a couple of years ago. We got beaten, but it's sitting here with the concrete wall around the stadium, right outside the wall here.
5-3, 3-3. I had this for last week, so 5-3.
White numerals and blue helmets. The Patriots and visiting white with the blue numerals and the red strip, and the white helmets with the Patriot on the side.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Roosevelt Field. I'm Walt Fry here with Mr. Tony Coya to bring you the Norristown Eagles football game. Tonight, it's the Norristown Eagles against the Central Bucks East Patriots. Central Bucks East, 5-3-1 overall, and 3-2 in the league. Norristown at 5-3 overall and 3-3 in the league. Central Bucks East, always a tough team, but Norristown on a 3-game winning streak. See what happens now. On to kick it off. It's a squib kick up the middle. A little miscommunication there. Mike Carroll lets it roll and finally falls on it. So the kick that time by number 12, Chris McClellan. A squib kick that found its way through everybody. And Norristown will start down around their own 15.
All right, Walton, as we had talked about last time with Abington's game, the condition of the field was one of the things that we began to talk about in the beginning of the game. This is a perfect night for football. It's about 68 degrees out here. There's no wind blowing. It's been a beautiful day. We really should have a game where nothing like slipping, wet hands or anything like that will play an important part of the game. See what happens.
Okay, Norristown starts out, of course, with Dave Sessa, quarterback. Back this week, number 3, Priest Ramsey out wide. First play goes up the middle. That's number 42, John Ruttman on the carry. Ruttman, a big game last week, 29 carries, 106 yards to defeat Penridge. Norristown, very good game in that one. Hopefully play the same way tonight.
8 or 9 years under Rogers Road has always been a tailback.
2nd and 6 for Norristown. Tried to go up the middle that time. Marcus Smith trying to go up the middle again, and he's right there to knock him down for hardly any gain.
Yeah, he picked up maybe a yard on that play, maybe not even a yard, Walt.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 for Norristown. Norristown tonight using 2 wide men on the same side. Priest Ramsey and number 22, Mike Carroll. Sessa to throw across the middle. Oh, good play that time. That was tipped by number 20, Matt Bernhard, by Central Bucks East, the intended receiver, Mike Carroll.
All right, so Norristown's kicker is coming in right now. And the ball has wound up on what, the 19-yard line?
Looks like it is about the 19. Rob Wennick stepping back to his own 5 almost to kick the ball away. Good snap. Kick is rolling across midfield. Down there by John Ruttman. So Wennick kicks a 30-yarder. Central Bucks East, good field position, starts at their own, well, nobody's 50 really, but starting at the 50.
All right, Walt, and CB right now has a 5-3-1 overall record. We'll probably talk a little bit more about that as the game goes on. And a 3 wins and 2 losses in league play. Their quarterback is supposed to be throwing pretty well tonight. Everybody seems healthy on the offense, and let's see where we go.
The quarterback tonight for Central Bucks East, number 11, Mike Morelli. Have been splitting time with Bernhard, but Morelli goes all the way last week, and here he is again. This time the pitch to Glemser is tripped up by number 32, Marcus Smith, a linebacker. And Glemser, the main threat for Central Bucks East. Glemser rather resembling John Ruttman. Glemser is 5'4", 155. Very fast and very tough to bring down. The pitch that time went to Glemser. So far, he's not getting much.
3rd and about 5 to go.
The other running backs for Central Bucks East, well, they're going out now, but the starting running backs, number 40, Mike Ermigiati, and number 44, Craig Mignon.
Back split behind Morelli. Left is wide on the near side, man on the slot on the near side as East goes right to left.
Morelli to throw. Pressure from Priest Ramsey. Batted away. That time number 6 defensive lineman Chuck Biego there to knock it down near the sideline. Intended receiver number 20 Bernhardt.
Morelli trying to throw the ball with a little bit of a touch, and he just didn't quite get it over to Mike Carroll. Unfortunately, it wasn't intercepted.
Well, it's a 4th down and
So on a kick for Central Bucks East, number 4 Tom Lewis. Back deep, number 22 Mike Carroll, number 21 Rob Wennick. Kick is almost blocked by Priest Ramsey. Rolls down to about the 20, so Norristown starting from where they kicked it away. Two teams, each one series. Not much motion on either side.
One of the things I've noticed, Walt, there's a lot of contact going on down there. I think these two teams are pretty pumped up for this evening's game. One of the things that Norristown has got to be concerned about, it's something we talked about earlier, that they can't look past CB East to play CB West next week. You've got to take them one game at a time, and I'm sure Coach Grove has been going over that with them.
The pitch to Ruttman behind Marcus Smith. Ruttman not much again that time. Tackle made by like number 60 Mike Kirby there. Get Ruttman just as he was going through the line. Of course, you were talking about looking past Central Bucks East twice. Norristown has done that in the past 2 years, and twice they've been beaten by Central Bucks East and have gone on to be beaten by Central Bucks West. So I'm sure they're watching that now. Norristown can't afford another loss in the league. Central Bucks West almost running away with it, but Norristown can put on some pressure. The misdirection to Mike Carroll. Carroll fights his way up the middle. Carroll broke a tackle originally. It's number 99, Dave Gash, in the backfield. Carroll passed him, but was brought down by number 60, Mike Kirby, for only a yard. Be 3rd and 8 for Norristown.
All right, so we can see a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of contact on the line. Nobody seems to be giving up very much. We're getting 1 and 2 yards per carry. Somebody's going to have to attempt to make something break pretty soon. Obviously, we're in a 3rd and 8 situation. Might be an interesting down to throw. We'll see what happens, although you're on your own 21-yard line. Let's see what they decide to do.
Ramsey wide to the right. Carroll in the slot. Sets it to throw. Pass is almost picked off by Glemser. They say no catch. Looked like that time the intended receiver could have been Ramsey who went inside, or it could have been Carroll. It wasn't Carroll, it was overthrown. So Norristown having some trouble moving the ball, excuse me.
Right, putting Norristown in that situation with 4 and about 8 to go. The ball's on their own 20-yard line. They're certainly going to be in a kicking situation.
Okay, back deep for the Patriots, number 10, Jason Bornflett. Wennick again, no pressure. Low line drive. Taken by Bornflett. And down there to bring him down, number 42, John Ruttman.
And a good hit by Ruttman.
Bornflett picked up the ball. Didn't want it rolling much farther, but Ruttman right there. Norristown, very good special teams this year. Prima donnas on this team. Ruttman goes both ways, special teams. Mike Carroll, of course, on the special teams. Everyone chips in. So we've got a 1st and 10 for Central Bucks East, starting once again at their own midfield. Handoff up the middle.
I believe it was Craig Mignon, and they're probably holding.
Number 44.
Flag thrown down there.
Was a flag in the middle of all the action.
And we're hearing it might be Greg Mignon, and it is a holding penalty.
Greg Mignon on the carry, but a holding against the Patriots. We'll push them back 5. No, not 5. Holding, of course, is 10 yards. So Patriots faced with a 1st and 20. It's our first penalty of the game. Of course, we have had problems in Norristown games with penalties.
And I'm sure that's certainly something that Roger Grove has once again been going over with these folks. You can't begin to make the kind of careless penalties that we've seen in the past.
The pitch outside. Pitch went to number 42, Jack Grady. Mike Carroll up from his cornerback spot to bring Grady down, but after a gain of 6. So it'll be 2nd and 14. Backs in the I formation. Morelli to throw. He's got time. Going long across the middle. Picked off. Oh, almost picked off. Number 22, Mike Carroll, read the pass beautifully. Carroll had hit him right in the numbers, but the Central Bucks East receiver broke that up. That receiver, number 27, Lahamadou.
I can tell we're going to have some fun with some of these names by the end. But that's a shame because that was right in against the numbers and bounced right at. And that's a situation that might have come off of one of his shoulder pads.
Good defensive play nonetheless. And the Patriots with a 3rd and 14. Morelli draw play up the middle, number 42. That was Grady on the carry. Right there to bring him down, Rich Romano, number 61. And we'll give you that defensive line for Norristown. Number 3, Priest Ramsey. Number 61, Rich Romano. Number 77, Chad Ochnick. Number 78, Vinny Catagnis. And number 65, Steve Clark. Doing a good job tonight, stopping it before it gets into the secondary. High kick. So bounce across the field, down there by the Patriots at about the 20.
So it looks like we're in the same situation been in. This is the 3rd time they've had their hands in the ball, almost in exactly the same field position.
Right, Norristown starting at the 20. He's starting at the 50. So far, not much movement. I don't believe we've had a first down.
No, I think you're right. As of this point,
and we
haven't had one.
And we've got 4.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Sessa to throw. Right, but nowhere to go that time. Sessa trying to roll out. Looking for, I believe, Priest Ramsey, but right into the arms of a Central Bucks East defender. That was number 99, Dave Gash.
And, you know, I think Sessa made a real good call there. Everybody, at least to my looking at it from this vantage point, everyone seemed to be covered. He really didn't have an awful lot that he could do, but he had some time, so he decided to try running the ball.
So loss of 4, so 2nd and 14. Marcus Smith and Mike Carroll in the backfield. Handoff up the middle to Marcus Smith. Smith still going. Brought down by number 5, Clemser. First one there.
All right, and he's maybe about a yard or 2 short of the first down. So Norristown finds itself in a situation of 3rd and about 1 on their own 28-yard line.
So we finally see that Norristown running game that we've been talking about. Marcus Smith going up the middle for 12, and it's a 3rd and 2. The handoff to Rutman. Rutman fighting for first down yardage. He's going to be close. They're moving the chains, so it'll be a Norristown first down, our first of the game.
All right, and that's interesting because we played the 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first quarter, and that's the first down that we've seen.
And obviously we see tonight, both teams going to have to work for every yard they get. Sessa the pitch out to Mike Carroll. Carroll eludes one man. What a swarm of Patriot defenders there.
Carroll's doing a nice little piece of running there. They ran the belly up.
Patriots are very quick and very alert on defense. Swarming
One of
around
the
the
things
ball
that we
constantly.
might have to look at later on in the game is the Patriots seem to have an awful lot of people going both ways. I wonder if the fatigue factor is going to play as we get into the third and fourth quarter here.
Well, then, of course, we would have to mention that Norristown does also. Almost that whole line goes both ways. Sessa to throw. Out to Ramsey. Ramsey tries to bring it across the field.
And we've got a flag on the play. And because of the time of the flag, it's probably a holding penalty or maybe a personal foul.
It's a face mask. The face mask was used to bring Ramsey down. So, on top of the catch, we'll mark off the yardage. So Norristown completes its first pass of the night.
Changes the complexion a little bit because now Norristown has the ball with 1st and 10 to go on the Patriots' 44-yard line. This is the first time Norristown's crossed the midfield stripe.
The three backs behind Sessa. They give to Rutman. Rutman stripped of the ball.
There's a whole pile of people down there. The referee's peeling them apart. And it looks like a Norristown ball.
That was number 54, offensive lineman Tito Fuentes, who fell on that ball. Good alert play by the lineman. That time Rutman up in the middle on that counter play that Norristown likes to run. Just had his arms ripped off the ball. We mentioned that east line, very big. Sessa fakes, he's to throw. Looking for Dwayne Smith. That's picked off by number 5, Greg Glemser. Two-way star for Central Bucks East. Glemser with excellent position. Once again, Glemser only 5'4", but played that very well.
He got the position on the ball, and I wouldn't say the ball was underthrown, but it certainly wasn't overthrown. Bringing Norristown's back that extra step to come back or to putting Glemser right in a position to pick it off.
So now Norristown gets across the 50, and East will start just inside their own 20. Got 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Pitch to Grady. Grady trying to get around the end. That time, number 6, Steve de Blasio there. Also number 22, Mike Carroll.
And he picks up 3, putting them in a second down and about 7 situation.
So we gave you the line. Let's finish out that Norristown defense. Linebackers are number 55, Bill Every, number 32, Marcus Smith. At defensive backfield, number 22, Mike Carroll, number 6, Steve de Blasio, number 21, Rob Wennick, and we'll get to that last safety in a minute. Number 9, Kem Johnson in there at safety for Norristown.
And while we have a minute, let's also mention the coaching staff in Norristown. We have the head coach, Roger Grove, with his assistants, Rich Everett, Joe Fabrizio, Jim Pyle, Mark Schmidt, Brian Kennedy, and it looks like we're about to have the snap of the ball.
Okay, so 2nd and 7 at the start of this second quarter. Hand off to Grady. Grady hit right there by number 61, Rich Romano, and number 65, Steve, to stop him.
just wasn't
Norristown, as Tony just mentioned, coached by Roger Grove. Central Bucks East, coached by Larry Green. So a 3rd and 6 for Central Bucks East. They move 2 men out to the slot. Morelli rolling right. He's to throw. No, he runs the ball. Number 61, Rich Romano, in from behind. Brings Morelli down well short of the first down. So Norristown once again thwarts a Patriot drive and will get the ball back.
And it looked like he slipped a little bit back there. When he put his right foot down to make that cut, it looked like it broke out a little bit. Certainly not taking anything away from the tackle, though.
So back deep to receive Lewis's quick kick. It's Carroll and Wennick. Wennick calling for a fair catch, bobbles the ball, but picks it right back up. Norristown will start at their own 45, it looks like. Last 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a little bit of mix-up there.
Yeah, it did appear to be overthrown, so there might be a combination of things that went wrong at that point in time.
Norristown, of course, wearing the dark blue jerseys, white pants. Central Bucks East in all white with the red and blue numbers. And Norristown with a 2nd and 10, winding down to 10 minutes in the second. The pitch out to Ruttman. Ruttman gets around the end. There's some of that speed by John Ruttman. That time number 33, Jim Sullivan. Came up to hit Ruttman in the backfield, but Ruttman popped outside.
Yeah, and Walt, that was a real good choice by Sessa. On that situation, he has a choice of, as he's running with the ball, he can either attempt to draw the tight end into him and then pitch out, or if in fact the end is going out with Ruttman, he can attempt to cut that corner and bring it in. He really waited to the final second. He had the defensive end come, and he really made a very good play there.
So Norristown 3rd and 1. Right up the middle to Ruttman, he's got the first down. And Norristown just shows so many offensive looks. They can go with the 3-back formation, the 1-back formation, sometimes the I with usually Carroll in the slot. And early in the season, they added that option play. And so far, it's worked very well with the speed of the Norristown backs.
Yeah, once again, the speed of the Norristown backs in almost any equation that you talk about with Norristown.
Timeout by Central Bucks East. We've got 9:45 to go and still a scoreless game. This, of course, is the Norristown Cable Channel. Our producer, also on the mic, Mr. Tony Koya. Camera people, Kathy Hutton and Melissa Parker.
Yeah, and one of the things, too, that I think has to be noticed, be able to pick it up a little bit over the microphones, CB East seems to bring about a 70-member band with it. And I'm sometimes even having trouble hearing you up here, and their band is all the way across the field. It certainly adds a nice feeling to the game, which really is a very nice community feeling out here. As opposed to the other weekend when we had the rained-out Abington game, our stands are practically filled with people. I'm looking around, I see an awful lot of faculty members. I see Barry Spencer around. I saw Bob Shields, the vice principal, around a little bit earlier. I see some school board members out. And it really makes this a very nice community atmosphere around here. And obviously right now you can see the Norristown cheerleaders doing what they do best, exciting the crowd.
Probably one of the loudest nights we've had here at Roosevelt Field. The weather, of course, is perfect, and the crowd is very big and very active, so add that to a good game. We've got Sessa misdirection, Mike Carroll. It's a broken play there. Central Bucks East not falling for it at all.
Now, I see Sessa walking off, shaking his head, too, so I think we might have had some sort of miscommunication there. He's now taking a minute to talk to, I guess that's Coach Grove.
Sessa lost 3. Excuse me, that was Carroll running the ball. He lost 3. Really had nowhere to go, so we've got 2nd and 13. Seems like both teams faced with a lot of songs tonight after losing yardage on their first down plays. Sessa to throw.
Oh.
Pressure right up the middle. And he's brought down, number 64. That's Dave Davis. Sessa had no chance. As soon as he dropped back and turned to set, Davis right in his face. Sessa tried to scramble, but Davis got him around the ankles, brought him down for a 7-yard loss.
Yeah, and there must have been some sort of miscommunication there, else he couldn't have gotten in quite that quickly. It almost seemed like he was in the backfield before the ball. Some blocking assignment that obviously wasn't carried out.
Okay, so a 3rd and 20. Sessa to throw. He's got time. Across the middle. Ooh. Priest Ramsey. Looked like he was open that time, but just overthrown.
And that's a tough pass play. Once again, for Sessa, everyone pretty much knows what you're going to do at this point in time. So you're not generally fooling anybody when you have your 3rd and, 21, 3rd and 22 situation. It's not the time for a quarterback sneak.
So Rob Winnick on for his 3rd punt of the night. Winnick standing at his own 32. Kicks it away. There'll be a return. Number 10, Jason Bornfleth. Mike Carroll finally rides him out of bounds. We've got a flag there.
Yeah, and Walt, I don't know if you just mentioned it, there was a flag thrown on the play. And once again, because of the time of the flag, it's probably a personal foul. Face mask. Let's see what their signal is. Looks like a clip against CB East, and the Patriots are going to... Is that going to go half the distance to the goal, Walt?
Looks like Bornfleth got taken out outside the 15, so we'll probably go 15 back. Like number 5, Greg Glemser carrying the ball. Glemser not much inside that big Norristown defensive line. He got 1, so it'll be a 2nd and 9. Again up the middle. Looks like about 4 yards. Number 44, Mignon on the carry. So we'll have a 3rd and 5. Central Bucks East not without a first down so far. So we'll see if they can convert this 3rd down into a 1st.
And once again, it's a 3rd and 5 situation. It's a very tough call to pass because you're going to be going back onto about your own 7 or 8 yard line to throw. But that's what they're going to do.
Out wide. Morelli has an open field. He's rolling behind the block. He's got the 1st down. Great block that time. Number 44, Craig Mignon, took Marcus Smith out of the play. Morelli cut back inside.
Yeah, Greg Mignon really made that play happen.
So Morelli brought it up to his own 36. 20-yard run by the quarterback. We've got number 10, Bornfleth out wide. Before the play. We've got an offsides against the Patriots.
How many penalty flags have we seen so far? About 6 or so, Walt?
Probably closer to 10. We've had a good number against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Couple on the special teams.
And once again, there are a lot of penalties that some concentration and discipline might have been able to avoid.
Morelli to throw. Looking over the middle. Number 10, Bornfleth with the catch. Bornfleth went high to catch the ball, brought down right there by number 21, Rob Wennick.
And he caught that in some traffic down there. He off of his feet to do that. He was way in the air when he picked that off. Very dangerous position in that midfield section.
Bornfleth only 5'8", 150, so a lot of guts to go up there. Turn outside pitch to Grady. Grady, first down.
And just that quick pitch, right, the quarterback picked it up and turned it around. That pitch out to Grady, who just takes right off.
That time just had a...
That's right, it was a very nice run. A lot of power. He just went, he knew exactly how far he had to get in order to get that first down.
So the Patriots nearing midfield. Got a 1st and 10 with 4:40 to go in the first half. Morelli to throw again. Rolling right, there's pressure. Over the middle, wide open, numbered. That's Matt Bernhard. Right up inside that 12-yard seam there, and Morelli hit him.
And a great pass by Morelli. Once again, a lot of traffic in there. And who was that, Bernhard?
Yes, Bernhard.
Bernhard took the, caught the ball. A lot of people around him. It certainly seemed like to me like he was attempting to do the basics, to hold on to the ball first before you attempt to run for the touchdown.
And we've got another timeout for the Patriots. They certainly don't want to squander this opportunity the way this game's been going.
And there's 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first half. A first half that seems to me to really have run past very quickly. I don't know whether it's just that there haven't been that many stoppings of the clock with passes that were incompleted, but it just seems to have really moved by here. And once again, it's a beautiful night down here. You couldn't ask for a better football night.
Certainly not in early November.
As a matter of fact,
this time the Pats go with 2. Grady in the slot, and number 10, Bornfleth out wide. Morelli this time rolling left to throw. Lofting up on the sidelines, way out of bounds. Good coverage that time, number 66, Chuck Viego. Had Bernhardt smothered, and number 21,
I'm
Rob
not sure
Wennick.
how many people were real close to that ball. And I know occasionally quarterbacks may want to throw the ball down, hoping that they won't get a penalty called on them for intentionally grounding the ball. But if, in fact, that's what was going through his mind, it was a real wise choice. It looked like most everybody from up at this vantage point appeared to be covered. He had an awful lot of people, awful lot of blue jerseys between him and very much of any ground that he could gain, so he threw it.
Safety or rouge, anything.
Morelli, deep drop to throw again. He's got pressure. This time it's to Grady. Grady is brought down the sidelines there. Number 9, Kem Johnson. Also in on the tackle was number 22, Mike Carroll. That time the pressure came from Chad Ochnick and Priest Ramsey. Morelli just over the heads of the 2 Norristown linemen to Grady, who had his blocker set up, but the screen falls about 5 yards short of the first down. So we'll have a 3rd and 5.
All right. And the Patriots really have seemed to come on in the last couple minutes and really thrown the ball an awful lot, and they've made a lot of hay out of it.
Well, Morelli using a lot of rollouts, a lot of scrambling. This time he pitches to Grady around the right end. Pushed out of bounds there by Mike Carroll.
And depending upon where they place the ball, he might have made that for, it's going to be very close. Wait for the referee's signal. All right, they're giving it to him. I shouldn't giving it to him. In his estimation, they certainly made it. All right. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first half. They're in great position.
And the ball spotted at about the 28. Got I formation with Mignon and Glemser. Not much of Glemser tonight. Here he is now on the draw. Ooh, Glemser is hit hard inside. Number 32, Marcus Smith, read the play nicely and plugged that hole.
And he really did. Marcus Smith, had Marcus Smith not made that tackle, there wasn't an awful lot, there weren't an awful lot of blue jerseys between him and maybe a 6-point touchdown.
Coach Clemser is awfully quick. And like John Ruttman, very tough to bring down once he gets moving. Morelli once again to throw. He's got Bernhardt. Bernhardt brought down by Mike Carroll.
There's a first down. They're moving the chains again. So the Patriots have it with a first down and 10 to go on the Norristown 14-yard line.
So it's a 13-yard pass play from Morelli to Glemser. And the Patriots trying to put something on the board before this half ends. Got 2:25 to go. Chad Ocknick and Vinny Catagnis bursted in the backfield, but they may have come a little too early.
Yeah, I think we have the flag. It's against the Patriots.
So Ocknick and Catagnis obviously pulled off sides by some motion on that Patriot line.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And we'll have a 1st and 15.
And that's not when they needed that type of a penalty. That also begins to throw a curve at you. You have your mind set on gaining ground, and something like this can alter that.
Patriots get the play off. Ooh. Handoff went to Glemser. Right there, number 32, Marcus Smith, having a tremendous game so far from that linebacker spot.
Once again, a great hit by Marcus Smith.
No gain that time, Glemser, so it'll be a 2nd and 15. Muhammadu to one side, Bernhardt to the other. They go up the middle. That's Grady.
They kind of caught me by surprise, I have to admit. I thought they were going to throw the other. I think what they tried to do.
Third and about 14 or 15 yards for the first down.
But the Patriots eating up a lot of time with this drive. Before this drive, it was 3 downs and punted away, but moving the ball very well and controlling it very well right now. The handoff to Mignon. Mignon fighting for the end zone. What a call that time by Larry Green.
From this angle, he might have made that first. No, he might be just a little bit short of it. We see the referees calling a time, and I think they're going to bring the chains in right now.
So a very important spot right now.
Because certainly if they get this first down, it puts the Patriots in a situation of having 1st and goal on Norristown's 4th. If they did not make this first down, it puts them in a 4th down and goal to go situation.
So they'll stretch the chain. Central Bucks East gets the first down. And a great call by Patriots coach Larry Green. Obviously a passing down on 3rd and 13, and Patriots passing so well, but he calls a draw. Mignon gets a couple good blocks and fights his way down inside the Norristown 5.
And that was just a very good call. Everyone expected them to pass.
In fact, they've got about 2 yards to go. I formation. Hand off to Glemser. Got a time. Number 65, Steve Clark on the bottom of the pile. 10 seconds to go. So we'll see if they want to run one more play, try for the end zone, or kick the field goal. Patriots have called their last timeout, so they cannot stop the clock. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for the end zone here. My feeling would be, as well as they're throwing,
I would attempt maybe a little short pass, hoping to get, if in fact you don't make it, you still have a second or two left on the clock to kick a field goal, rather than attempt to kick a field goal right now with 10 seconds. And we'll see what's happening. Obviously, Larry Green, the coach of the Central Bucks Patriots, has been in this situation before. And let's see what happens. See Roger Grove, the head coach of Norristown, coming off of the field, and he's obviously been telling his folks it's going to happen.
So the Patriots are going to go for it. Mignon behind Morelli. Morelli rolling out. He is going to pass. Looks end zone. Wide open, number 85. That's tight end Carl Schwab with a touchdown reception. So with only 5 seconds left to go in the first half, the Patriots put the ball in the end zone and lead 6-0.
And that was just a beautifully executed play. And I think it's pretty, he did exactly what we're talking about that he might do. He did that down and out. There were three, looked like they had three dip backs going down and out. The quarterback rolled out to the right, hitting one of them. There's still 5 seconds on the clock, so had they not made it, they would have certainly had plenty of time to kick the field goal. Fake field goal.
Oh! Number 56, Chuck Bell, thwarts the fake extra point. He's going for 2 there. Number 19, Ron Kraus, senior quarterback. Kraus, of course, the holder on the kick. Fake, tried to roll left. Chuck Bell, good pursuit to knock him down. So with 5 seconds left, Norristown has a chance for a return here. Back deep, Mike Carroll and John Rutman. Either one of them, of course, can break it, so we may not be done.
What's happening against these?
All right, McClellan will kick off.
Number 12, Chris McClellan in to kick it off. Long kick by McClellan, takes Carroll 7. Carroll trying to find a seam up the middle. Brought down to 25, and that'll end the first half. So the Patriots put the ball in the end zone with just 5 seconds left to go in the first half, and they go into halftime leading 6-0. We'll be right back to summarize that first half in a moment. Okay, hello again. I'm Walt Fry here with Tony Koya. And after this first half of play, the Patriots up 6-0. Actually a rather uneventful first half. One major drive, that by the Patriots, took the ball about 85 yards and put it in the end zone with only 5 seconds left to go in the first half. That a 2-yard pass from quarterback Mike Morelli to Chris Schwab. And that's about all that's happened in the first half. Anything else, the penalties, the penalties have been rather decreased tonight.
Yeah, one of the things that I think we do have to talk about for the halftime, the penalties that we spoke about in the first half, there seemed to be an awful lot of them. Norristown seemed to decrease some of those penalties. They didn't seem to make some of the mistakes, the mental mistakes that I'm sure upsets coaches toward the second quarter. And the Patriots seem to continue to make them. The second half is going to be interesting because I think the team that makes the fewest mistakes is certainly going to be the team that wins this game. A 6-0 lead at halftime over either of these teams is not going to end the game at halftime. There's an awful lot more football that's going to be played this evening.
Of course, failed on their 2-point conversion attempt, and that's where we stand at 6-0. So far, the Norristown running game, not really as much as they've had in past years, but of course the Patriots very quick and big. So Norristown having a little bit of trouble moving the ball tonight. Patriots also equal trouble. We'll be right back to see how the second half goes in a moment.
What we'll do is this.
Well, they're going to divide this. They want to divide the school right now.
Let's do that. Okay, whenever. Are you guys ready?
All right, we're back, ready for the second half kickoff. Rob Winnick to kick it off for Norristown. Long kick. We've got a flag, probably an offsides there on Norristown. Someone across the line a little.
Somebody got ahead of the kicker. Rob Winnick is the kicker, and somebody got ahead of him. It's going to cost Norristown 5 yards. They have to go back to 35 and try over
Back deep for the Patriots, number 5, Greg Glemser. Number 10, Jason Bornfleth. Winnick will kick it off again, this time from his own 35 instead of the 40. High kick, taken by Glemser. Glemser's got a wall of blockers. Wall broken nicely. At the 30-yard line, Bill Every down there on the tackle, number 55. Also down there, number 2, John Rutman. Something we neglected to mention, the Patriots form a very good wedge on their kickoffs and punt returns. Roger Grove putting some big guys in there to try and break up that wedge. So far, Norristown doing a good job of it. The pitch to Glemser. Glemser pops outside. Mike Carroll brings him down there after a gain of about 2. Glemser tried to put a little move on. Mike Carroll didn't fall for it. Took him right down. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, and there we had that quick pitch again that the Patriots have been using, I think, very effectively. Also, if you remember, toward the end of the first half, they started throwing the ball really very well. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that in this third quarter.
And up to Glemser. Little trap. He's still going. Brought down by number 6, Steve de Blasio.
Real good run by Glemser. Very quick. He almost outran a couple of his blockers at that point in time, and I think we have somebody down on the field.
We saw tremendous acceleration by Glemser. Glemser just running that little trap, got up in the hole and took it up the middle. We'll get that injured man for you as soon as we can. Meanwhile, you see the Norristown cheerleaders.
He's up.
Injured man number 9, Kem Johnson, sitting up now.
And hopefully he just had the wind knocked out of him.
Trainer Dennis Flynn out there. Available, of course, to all sports in Norristown. Does a tremendous job.
And we should say this is the first year that Norristown has had a trainer like Mr. Flynn. All right. And he's coming off under his own power. Maybe that was it. He just had the wind knocked out of him.
Glemser got the first down. His first long run of the night, and now the Patriots with a 1st and 10. Handoff. Mignon got about 14. Down to Norristown 38. Another first down for Central Bucks East.
Well, this seems to be a change in the game. Well, before, during the first half, nobody was getting more than 2 or 3 yards per carry. We've had a real nice trap play out there, and we've had two carries for about a total of about 35 yards for the Patriots.
And now that line of Scott Rudnitskis, Josh Radcliffe, Tony Querin, Lynn Pine, and Carl Schwab for Central Bucks East, doing a tremendous job opening up the holes. This time they're off the right side. That was Mignon. Mignon fought his way for about 3.
He's just started to get off the ball. I think
Second and about 6 yards, I guess.
Patriots moving the ball in this first series of the second half. That went off the right side once again.
All right, and there was a flag on that play. And it's a Patriot foul, face mask.
Flag down right at about the line of scrimmage. They mark off 10, just a holding call.
That does change the complexion of the situation there. Now it's obviously it's 2nd and 18 yards for the first down. Maybe this is where they'll get back to throwing the ball a little bit.
So the Patriots send Bernhardt out wide. Back split, Morelli rolls left. Pressure by Steve Clark. Ball is tipped, number 66, Steve de Blasio deflected it. Number 21, Rob Wenck. Right there, had de Blasio not deflected it, but good play. Norristown secondary had that one covered well. And good pressure by the Norristown line.
Mm-hmm. In hot pursuit after him when he was getting ready to throw the ball. All right, 3rd down and once again 17 yards. Certainly a throwing situation.
Strangely enough, no one split. Now Glemser comes wide. Morelli looks like a keeper up the middle. Oh, he's short of the first down. Play that time made by number 1, Jeff Thomas.
All right, making it 4th and about 5 yards.
Morelli faked like he was going to roll right, then took it back left.
And the kicking team comes in.
Morelli, a good run, got about 11, but he needed 16. So on comes number 4, Tom Lewis to punt it away. Mike Carroll, the only man back for Norristown. High snap, no, it's a fake. The fake looks like Mignon got the first down.
All right, he has the first down. A real interesting call.
Tremendous play, had me fooled. I saw Lewis go up high for the ball, run back. Like the ball went over his head, but Mignon took the snap. Got the 5 yards that they needed. The offense comes on the field once again. That time Glemser tried to go up the middle for about 6, down to the 23.
I don't know what Coach Green said to them during halftime, but they certainly seem to be grinding out the yardage here. They've had we're 7 minutes and 33 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter, and ball all of the time.
Well, the Patriots, probably the best ball control offense Norristown has seen all year. And come at you with a variety of things. A very good quarterback in Morelli.
I'm not sure what's going on there. Looks like some sort of a timeout.
Looks like we had a little injury. Marcus
Equipment
Smith
problem?
coming off the field. Looks like Marcus Smith has a problem with his left arm.
Maybe he can strike while he's out.
Glemser comes in the slot on the near side.
So the handoff up the middle to Mignon. Mignon stacked up by a host of Norristown defenders there.
And it was 56, Chuck Bell, who kind of wound up with the ball, and I think thought in his mind that maybe he had recovered a fumble.
But a 3rd and 3 with 6 to go in the 3rd quarter. Of course, the Patriots up 6-0. Three backs, the handoff to Glemser. Left side, he's going to be close.
You know, Walt, it seems like they've made
First
each
down.
of these first downs by what has to be just inches or a couple of feet on each on the last play. They're certainly doing something.
On that, you have to give credit to Patriot players, they know just what to get. And also that Norristown defense coming just a yard short.
Yeah, and some great second effort by these Patriot backs, Glimser
And the Patriots now at the 17. Morelli rolling right. He's got pressure, lofting it end zone. Touchdown, number 85, Chris Schwab. Second touchdown of the day. This one goes for 18 yards. Morelli to Schwab, and Norristown now down 12-0. And the Patriots will go for the 2-point conversion. Bernhardt in motion. Morelli rolls right. Pressure that time by number 3, Priest Ramsey, forcing Morelli to throw it short. So the second 2-point conversion of the night fails, but still Central Bucks East up 12-0 with 5:55 to go in the third. Their second quarter drive took about 7 minutes. Kick taken there. Stacked up at the 31. Ball carrier that time, number 32, Marcus Smith. Smith took this. Now Norristown hoping that pass play will throw some life into the offense. Hand off to Carroll up the middle.
He ran into a whole lot of guys, including Dave Davis there.
Carroll that time was hit by number 64, Dave Davis. Having a good night, that line of Central Bucks East. Number 99, Dave Gash. Number 73, Kreider. Number 64, Dave Davis. Number 60, Mike Kirby. Number 70, Lynn Pine, doing an excellent job tonight of not allowing the Norristown running backs to get through the holes. We've got an injured player down for the Patriots with 4:08 left to go in the third. Of course, the Patriot quarterback, Morelli, looking so good tonight. For last week, have been splitting time with number 20, Matt Bernhardt. Bernhardt tonight being used as a wide receiver. But Morelli had been splitting time with Bernhardt, who is a senior. And after going all the way last week, Morelli back tonight, having a very good game.
And he certainly is having a very good game.
Flexing the knee, that Patriot player looks like may have twisted it or something.
And while we have a minute, let's also talk about Patriot coaching staff. We have Larry Green, the head coach, John Calpin and Jim Richer. Assistant coaches, John Marmer, Greg LaGrecchia, Mike Doherty, Steve Rose. And it looks like the ball's about to be snapped again. We'll get back to that later.
It's number 70, Lynn Pine, the injured player. Got up and walked off the field. So Norristown, 2nd and 8. Sessa turns a pitch to Carroll off the right side.
He didn't get much if he got a yard.
Carroll was stopped cold there by number 99, Dave Gash. Also number 4, Tom Lewis there. So now Norristown with a third. They're at the Patriot 34. Sessa rolling left into the pressure, lofting the ball up. It's, almost picked off. Number 5, Glemser, had it right in his hands, ran by it. Then number 4, Tom Lewis, coming back, almost had it.
You know, and I think the problem that Glemser had right there is he started counting the points for the touchdown before he actually had the ball in his hand. I ran the ball and might have gotten the touchdown. You've got to catch the ball before you can run with it.
Well, Glemser can fly and nothing but open field in front of him. but maybe running a little too fast, hit off the shoulder pad. In and out of the hands of Lewis, and it falls incomplete. So 4th and 8. Norristown elects to go for it here. Mike Carroll goes wide right. Priest Ramsey comes wide left.
And we have a whistle, and that is that a timeout, Patriots? It's what it is. A timeout. No. Yes. Timeout, Patriots. I believe that was the call. And we see right now with 2:59 left in the third quarter, the Eagles are in a 4th and I guess we'd call that 9. Looks like 4th and 9-yard situation. Ball's on about their 33, the Patriots' 33-yard line. All right, Walt, we'll put you on the spot. What do you do at this point in time? Now,
There's really no choice but to pass the ball. The Norristown running game is capable of course, getting 8 yards a pop, but just with the way the Bucks have been playing tonight, there's no choice but to pass the ball.
All right, so Coach Roger Grove is coming back out right now. And we'll see if that's what they've decided to do. I kind of agree with you.
Fourth down and 8, and 2:50 on the go in the third quarter. Norristown is going to go for it, and it's 34.
Sessa rolling left once again. Looking up, looking over the middle for Dwayne Smith, number 4, the tight end. We have a little scuffle there between Smith and Schwab. Smith being restrained. I think Smith is mad there because he went up and had his legs cut out from under him by Schwab.
Yeah, I think there's a little frustration building up with some of the players right now, and that's something you have to always be on guard for. There still is an awful lot of time left to play football here. There's 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third period.
Well, Smith, the tight end, cutting across the middle. Passed a little bit high, and Schwab there to make sure Smith didn't catch it. So Norristown turns it over on downs at the East 34-yard line.
And Norristown's going to have to do something to make East not control the ball anywhere near as long as they controlled it the first time they had their hands on the ball.
Run the ball with Mignon. Mignon got about 6. So he's just pounding that ball off the line. And as you said, you're so correct. Norristown is going to have to stop the Patriots. Can't let them control the ball. The Patriots, as we've seen, do not turn the ball over. So Norristown's going to have to stop them on downs, make it and punt it away. 2nd and 3 for the Patriots. Back split. Mignon gets the carry and the first down. Marcus Smith there to bring him down. Nonetheless, Mignon gets the first down.
Walt, can you notice anything that they are doing differently this they have done the first half? It just seems that their running game has developed so much better in this second half. In the first half, it was 1-2-3 punt, 1-2-3 punt. But the Patriots seem to have come out of that halftime locker room, and they're doing something different. I can't figure out what it is.
Morelli rolling on the keeper. Morelli pulled down short of the first down. Number 22, Mike Carroll. I think it had to be attributed to Coach Green. I mean, I don't really see Norristown doing much different, and the Patriots either, but it just seems as if they're exploiting some of the weaknesses of that Norristown defense. They found something to pick on, and they're just finding the holes and pounding it up inside.
Well, I guess you certainly have to be right.
2nd and 2.
The handoff. That time, number 40, Mike Migliotti on the.
Well, I think this time they are going to mark it a little short, probably about the length of the football. Short, so that's a good position to be in.
All right, 3rd down and maybe 6 inches, maybe a foot.
This would be a real big play if Norristown could stop the Patriots here. Everyone in tight. Mignon and Midgiotti split. Morelli with the keeper. He's got the first down. Bottom of the pile there, look like Marcus Smith, Bill Every, Mike Carroll.
They move the chains. These leads 12-0, and we'll take time out for this. 16 seconds to go.
First and 10. We're winding down to the end of this third quarter. Bernhardt in motion. Handoff. They try to go up the middle to Glemser. That time the counter didn't work. Steve Clark there on the tackle. Marcus Smith also there. And that'll end the third quarter. So we'll switch sides. Central Bucks East up 12-0. And Norristown with 12 minutes to get 2 scores and try and stay in this league race.
All right, so with final quarter to play, with the Patriots up by 12, and once again, if they have another sustained drive that eats up 7 or 8 minutes, that's certainly going to put Norristown in a very base. So Norristown's going to have to find a way to force a fumble, maybe attempt to strip the ball from somebody. They're going to have to do something to stop that sustained, time-eating running game that CB has displayed in this second half.
Carried by Glemser, went for a 1-yard loss. So the Patriots at the Norristown 43 have a 2nd and 11. Backs once again split. We've got a flag.
And we've got a flag on the play, and I'm not sure what, and so unless someone's lining up offsides. Let's see what the referee's call is. Offsides Norristown. I guess we just, because of the particular angle, we didn't see it. And that's the only thing I can think of is someone lining up offsides. I didn't see any movement down there in that line. Did you, Walt?
No, there was no movement, no contact in that line. Had to be someone lined up on that Norristown line.
So it's now 2nd and 6 yards to go with the ball on the Norristown 34.
Morelli rolling left. This time it's a keeper again. Go every there to bring him down, but
yeah, good bootleg play where you attempt the direction going to the right, just kind of put the ball on your hip, hoping that your hip is big enough so that nobody sees it, and you continue along around the opposite side, putting them in a 3rd and 1 yard, 3rd and maybe 2 yard situation.
Look for the fullback and something in the trap or something off tackle.
Got Bernhardt, or Midgiotti, and Grady in the backfield. Grady, good second effort to get the first down, or at least close to it. Number 21, Rob Wennick, made the initial hit in the backfield.
All right, I see referee's time. They're going to bring the chains on. All right. From this angle, it looks to me like he has it, but let's see what gives those guys that had on the chain gang a little exercise for the night. All right.
Patriots did indeed get the first down. So once again, moving the ball nicely, getting the short yardage when they need it.
And they really are squeaking out that extra foot or two, it seems, when they need it. I can't tell you, there are probably 4 first downs that they've gotten by less than a yard. And the clock is going to begin playing a critical part in this game.
We're down under 11 minutes. Morelli rolling again, he's keeping it. Chased out by Mike Carroll and Steve de Blasio. after a gain of about 5. So Morelli now, his talent's being used to run out the clock here.
Yeah. Morelli's going to be racking up some statistics for this game. He had that long run early in the first half. Once again, if we had our statistician with us, they'd be able to tell us right off the top of their heads what he's been running.
Our statistician, of course, usually Jeff Brandon, couldn't make it tonight.
Morelli, left side,
Is that the first? Is that Mignon across the 20 to the 18, and I think he has it. Yes, the chain gang's moving again.
Down to about the 16.
And you can believe that the safety man's going to hear footsteps coming. Next time somebody goes there.
16.
Bernhardt comes out wide left. Midjani and Glemser in the backfield. The handoff goes to Glemser right side. Glemser gets into the defensive secondary where he's brought down by Steve de Blasio.
And from this angle, it's very tough to tell whether he made it. But he's, once again, they're close to that now. It looks like he made the first down.
Did indeed. The chains go down, and it's a 1st and goal. Looks like we've got a timeout for Norristown here. One more touchdown would almost be fatal with only 9:23 to go. And down already 12-0.
And once again, if they just begin to grind out the yardage and eat up the clock the way they have been, if they get one more touchdown on above Norristown, it could be a long evening for the Norristown Eagles. And maybe while we have this little time in the field, we can say a special thanks to our camera people, Kathy Hutton, Melissa Parker, and in the back
by the Patriots.
I would agree with you, Walt. Great second effort.
Norristown just facing a tremendous ball control offense tonight. Something they haven't seen. 2nd and goal at the 5. Handoff to Grady. Grady went over the right side, where he's tripped up.
All right, and it looks like the ball's going to be put down in about the 3-yard line. 3rd and 3 situation for the Patriots.
That's the affirmation.
Closing in on 8 minutes left to play in the 4th. Morelli's keeping it. Looks like we've got a flag down there.
What do we have, a referee's timeout? And then there might be a flag down there.
We've got a timeout for the Patriots.
With a 4th and 2 situation.
At 2 to go. Good defense by Norristown to stop Morelli short of the goal line. Looked like the flag was just a matter of spotting.
Yeah, and from this angle, that probably is exactly what they just put down a mark. And Morelli, you were saying earlier, is a sophomore?
Yes, he is a sophomore.
So he's going to be, he's going to certainly have another couple seasons that he's going to be able to work with Coach Green. And from the way he looks tonight, he may be starting next week too.
Central Bucks East 3-2 in league. Still in that hunt for 2nd. I'd say Central Bucks West probably has it pretty well wrapped up. We're playing Central Bucks West next week. Sure to be a good game. I encourage everyone to try and get up there for that game.
And Central Bucks West in that situation of having, I believe it's 53 wins in a row.
Yes, they're over 50. State record they have. I believe it's about 52 now. So 4th and 2. They hand off right up the middle. Touchdown. That was Craig Mignon over the middle for the touchdown.
All right, now that puts Norristown really in the situation we were talking about. 18 points down with 7 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock.
Well, we said that Norristown was going to be forced to stop the Patriots and their ball control offense. Norristown fails to do it. They go down by 18. And now McClellan on to kick the extra point. Splits the uprights with it.
19-0. The Patriots are winning.
Norristown now 18-point hole. No points on the board as of yet. They only have 7:42. They need 3 scores and 3 quick scores. Norristown probably hoping for a big return. Wouldn't be surprised to see McClellan squib one here. To avoid the big return, back deep, speedsters John Ruttman and Mike Carroll. Got a whistle. Ball falls off the tee.
We're getting to 19 now. I don't think it's the case of Norristown. I think it's the ball game. It's the fact that he's turning it around with 4.5 to go to the second quarter, just to dominate it, shooting off the line quicker, just being able to pass and being able to run the football.
Well, East has really improved.
McClellan does indeed kick one low. Picked up by Marcus Smith.
Did not play well, but they've done much better.
Kickoff goes to Smith, and we're short to get to the 30-yard line.
Ball went short to Smith. Consequently, Smith had little blocking. Brought it back to about the 30. Norristown goes 70 yards. Try and put their first points on the board.
Chris Sullivan's doing a nice job feeding.
Priest Ramsey out wide. John Ruttman goes out the other side. Mike Carroll now comes in the slot. Lone running back is Marcus Smith. Sets it a throw, looking for Carroll. Carroll on the sidelines, brought down by number 4, Tom Lewis, and number 5, Greg Glemser.
All right, and that's what they're going to have to do, though, that down and out pattern that can get a completed pass and let the back run out of bounds to stop the clock. That really is the only way Norristown is going to have some way of getting back into this game.
Norristown tries to run up the middle with Marcus Smith. Looks like he might have gotten the first down.
All right, the chain gang is moving.
And that'll
first down for Norristown on their own 42-yard line.
And that'll stop the clock temporarily. Now running with 6:50 left to play. Sessa going left. This is picked off. Number 20, Matt Bernhardt. He may go all the way. Yes, he will. Touchdown, number 20, Matt Bernhardt. Picked it off at about the 35. Nothing but green field in front of him. Bernhardt in for the score. That'll make it 25-0 Central Bucks East, and that should put it away.
I think that's a conservative bet. Yeah. That's certainly going to do it for the Patriots. If Norristown had any hope at all of getting back, and that pretty much sealed it for them.
Intended receiver, Priest Ramsey. Bernhardt read the pass very well. Stepped right in, picked it off. Took it 35 yards for the score. McClellan to kick the extra point. He's got it. That'll make it 26-0. Central Bucks East.
And with 6:28 left on the clock, Norristown is now 26 points behind.
So Norristown, after going on a 3-game losing streak to start their league schedule, came back to win 4 straight. Now it looks as if they're going to drop to 3-4 in their league.
Well, I guess it isn't over until the Fat Lady sings, but with 26 points and 6 minutes and 28 seconds left.
Once again, Carroll and Ruttman deep. Low kick again. Priest Ramsey picks it up at the 25. Tries to get outside, cuts inside. Nice spin move by Ramsey, but Ramsey wrapped up there. Number 54, Craig Gilton. Brought Rams around. Looks like his own 35. So Norristown just trying to get some points on the board now. The handoff to Ruttman. Oh, Ruttman, nice cut. Looked like he slipped or was tripped up there and got about 5. Clock running at 5:40. Norristown has a 2nd and 5. Mike Carroll, Priest Ramsey split to either side. Lone running back is Marcus Smith. Sessa looking for Carroll. Throws short. Carroll tried to adjust, but the pass goes incomplete.
Nose guard.
It looks like we just had the wrong Norristown team show up tonight. Came out hyped, but the Bucks sort of put an end to that.
Well, I certainly think the second half ball control game that the Patriots have been playing has just completely monopolized. Put them in a situation where they can monopolize the second half.
So 3rd and Dessa to throw. Across the middle, Dwayne Smith got the first down. He's dragged down by Bernhardt.
And a good throw. Through a lot of traffic to Smith. Smith with a real good catch.
He's had a little bit more time to throw the ball. Chad Collins is actually in the linebacker for East. And Richard Christiana now the linebacker.
So that's a drop again.
Is that interception? No.
Intended receiver number 22, Mike Carroll. Carroll running a straight pattern down the sideline. Sessa looked like he was expecting him to turn around. Threw it right at Carroll's back and almost picked off. So it's 2nd and 10 for Norristown. Just across midfield. Sessa comes up the line, doesn't like what he sees, so he calls a timeout.
And we see Coach Grove walking out onto the field to talk with him.
I think I might have put that one down. I thought it was a number you said it was a blue. I think I put that. That's a missing thing.
right, Walt, this is a situation where we might begin to see some massive substitutions on the Patriots side, letting some of those folks that don't play all that often get a chance to play, maybe especially in that defensive secondary. Norristown, I'm sure, is going to...
Oh, he's number 99, Dave Gash, in the backfield. Brings Sessa down just as he was trying to scramble out of the pocket.
About a 1 yard loss for Sessa on that. 3rd and 11.
Sessa to throw, looking to Mike Carroll. He's got no one, so he decides to run the ball.
And he might have the first down.
Like his forward progress might have taken him to the first down. Number 51, Chad Pollinger, came over his back to make the tackle and may have pushed Sessa across the first down marker. They're going to spot it just short, it looks. It's going to be 4th. A very, very short yard. Norristown with Marcus Smith and Mike Carroll in the I formation. They give it to Mike Carroll. Oh, he's hit inside the line. I don't think he got it. See if they give him the forward progress. Carroll was hit by number 44, John.
All right, and they're saying he made that. And if he did, it's just by inches. So it's now 1st and 10. Norristown has the ball on the Patriots' 39-yard line.
Closing in on 3 minutes to go in the game. Norristown's down 26-0. Sessa with pressure. Escapes the press, across his body. Good throw to Dwayne Smith. Got a blocker out in front. Smith taken out by Lewis at the 20.
Good throw by Sessa. That running left, turning around and throwing right. Very tough and a very dangerous pass.
Really good job by Sessa to keep his poise and not run out of that pocket, but stay there and look for the open receiver. Threw it across his body to Dwayne Smith. Had Mike Carroll out in front of him to block. That got him a couple extra yards and let him get out of bounds. Stops with 2:50. Norristown 1st and 10 at the CB East 20. Sessa looking right. Beautiful catch by Mike Carroll. No, they say he was out of bounds. They say his feet were out. No, now they will give him the catch.
Yes, they will give it to him.
Initially, the linesman had waved it off. It was out of bounds.
But now they're placing it. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. 2nd down and 5 yards to go, I would say.
And a great play by Mike Carroll to go up, get the ball, and come down with his feet in bounds. Play took just 5 seconds, so 2nd and 5. Handoff to Ruttman. Ruttman looking for a hole, not much there.
3rd and about 3 yards.
Make that 15-yard pass play, but 2:07 left to go. Norristown gets on the board. Now down 26-6.
Great poise by Sessa and a great catch by Carroll.
Rob Wennick converts the extra point. Norristown now losing 26-7. And we neglected to, or I neglected to mention, but you're right, a great catch. Carroll had to turn and catch it on his left shoulder. But very good hands.
Sessa really had a couple great